Angela was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angela was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angela had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angela lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angela also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angela appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Gennett's The Blacks with James L. Jones.
You should clap for my performance now. Hello, good morning and welcome. That is the beautiful Gemma starting up the show on a Friday morning. What better way than to start than seeing the wonderful Gemzo band, of course, and Gemma Official getting set for Father's Day, right? We're getting set for Sunday, yeah? It's going to be a blast. So she's going to give you a prelude to what to expect on Father's Day on Sunday all across the show this morning. Good morning and welcome. It's a Friday show, TGIF. What is your plan for today? What are you doing this weekend? Lamide, Miles, Francis, those are my producers here. What's your plan? What are you guys doing? Yeah? Let us know on social media. Use the hashtag WakeUpMaja on TVC across at TVC Entertainment _. That's where you can engage and interact with us with that hashtag, and we'll definitely get your tweets, of course, your post, as it were. You can also watch the show live, tvcentertainment.tv/live stream. You can also catch us on GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121. The terrestrial band will be the ultra high frequency 14.9. YouTube, TVC Entertainment, that's the handle. Options. Now talking about options, a number of options we have in the kitchen. I saw Edgar holding a plantain in a very unflattering manner on social media. Oh no, it was on his status. Edgar, the way you were holding that plantain is like you need to watch that video again and edit that plantain and take it out. Yeah?
I was given a quick master class on the rules and codes of plantain. if you've noticed, no two plantain have the same spots, same black spots, right? Why? That's a story for another day, but I was just teaching a little. If you guys need to learn more about plantains and the history behind plantains.
See the way Chef Umi is laughing at you.
She's not laughing, she's laughing with me.
Okay, with you.
She's laughing with me. It's not at me.
Are you
it's with me
at
now.
him or with him?
We are here.
You've joined the gang. He is studying plantain and sports. Edgar, your mates are taking revolution AI to the next level. It's plantain and study. We'll get back to that, of course. Chef E and Chef W in the kitchen. It's going to be a blast today.
Absolutely.
Of course, let's get straight into what we have for this. Quite excited about the latest Superman trailer and some other trailers. We'll be taking a look at some trailers this morning. Eddie Murphy, what's the name of that Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend, Seth? What's that his name? Pete, yeah, Pete Davidson, yeah, that's his name. Whenever I see those two in the movie, I'm wondering how this is going to be some laughs, yeah? We'll be talking about this, of course, and other movies on our trailer watch this morning. And then, of course, we've got Sheyi Shodimo in the house, singer-songwriter, best known for his hit single, Love Me Jeje. Of course, that you can remember that song, the oldie and all of that. Very, very, very great song, yeah. With, well, we'll get to all of that on the show this morning. So he's going to be here this morning with us. Okay, so hey, it's going to be a wonderful show this morning, so just chill, sit, relax. Right after this, the news coming up.
It's the 13th day in the month of June 2025. You're welcome to Wake Up Nigeria, and this is the news update. My name is Emeo Kwache. It was Democracy Day yesterday, the 7th anniversary since June 12 was adopted as Democracy Day, and 26 years of unbroken process. President Bola Tinubu dismissed insinuations in certain quarters that Nigeria is drifting towards a one-party state. At a special joint session of the National Assembly to mark this year's Democracy Day, the president reels out the achievements of his administration in the last 2 years, just as he confers national honors on deserving Nigerians, dead and alive. Our National Assembly correspondent reports.
President Bola Tinubu arrives the hallowed chambers of the House of Representatives to address a joint sitting of the National Assembly as Nigeria celebrates yet another Democracy Day. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, sets the ball rolling. He welcomes Mr. President and his entourage into the Parliament. It was also a good opportunity for the 10th Senate to highlight some of its achievements in 2 years. Senator Akpabio calls for the creation of a June 12 museum to archive the memories of Nigeria's most credible election and its aftermath.
Under President Bola Tinubu's leadership, we have seen transformation in his bold approach to build and reform the decayed Nigeria. From unifying the foreign exchange markets to local government autonomy, to the formation of the regional development commissions, to Nigeria's educational loan fund, to removing the fuel subsidies, to attracting foreign investments, to the major issue at stake today, the tax reforms.
In his address as special guest of honor, President Bola Tinubu speaks eloquently of the memories of June 12 presidential election, recollecting the struggle for its revalidation.
Nigeria is at an inflection point, undergoing structural and fundamental change towards a secure future. Our administration is fully committed to boosting the economy and productive base through investment in critical infrastructure.
To the delight of many Nigerians, President Bola Tinubu not only recognizes the contributions and tribulations of some Nigerians in the aftermath of the annulment of June 12 election, he also confers honorary awards on a long list of deserving citizens, dead and alive.
It is right to honor those who have made sacrifices in the past, braving all odds and the guns to ensure we have a regime of democracy in our country. In this light, I announce the conferment of posthumous honors of CAFR on Kudirat Abiola, the heroine of our June 12 struggle. I also confer posthumous honor on Sheikh Musa Yadra, GCFR, and Professor Humphrey Umwosu, CON.
Like Mr. Akpabio, Speaker, House of Representatives Abbas Tajuddin rails out the landmark achievements of the 10th House. He challenges Mr. President to take decisive interventions in the power sector as he seeks that Nigeria institutionalizes presidential address every June 12 before the National Assembly.
Now we require an equally decisive intervention in our power sector. While progress is evident, it is time to wave your magic wand once more to break the cycle of underperformance by shifting from an over-reliance on thermal and hydroelectricity to a diversified energy mix.
That President Bola Tinubu has cleared the air on alleged plot to turn Nigeria into a one-party state, lawmakers have challenged opposition political parties to put their houses in order and contribute towards strengthening the nation's democracy. Joke Yadsa, TVC News, Abuja.
And that's all we can take on the news for now. Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to our hacker. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and non-violent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement.
All right. We are in the kitchen. You guys know how much I love to be in the kitchen. I love to cook, I love to eat, and I love to teach. And I am not alone. I am with the beautiful Chef Wumi. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, I love that. I love the expression. It's like freedom, free. You're always free when you're in the kitchen, yes?
Yes, of course.
Is this your favorite part of the house?
Yes.
You love the kitchen?
Yes, I love the kitchen.
No, I love the dining area.
I love the kitchen.
That's where I'll get to eat as well. Awesome. What are we doing this morning? Tell us.
So we are making chicken faita quesadilla.
Chicken what?
Faita. F-A-J-I-T-A.
Oh.
But the J is silent.
Okay, I thought you said chicken fighter.
Yes, chicken
fighter. Have you ever been in a fight before?
No.
Serious? All your life you've never fought?
No.
I started fighting at the age of 6. As a matter of fact, I learned Kung Fu at the age of 5. Self-taught.
Okay.
Serious. All I did was I was in a room full of mosquitoes and I would just, oh, shit, and now today, like, so if you're with me, you're protected. That's just something you should know. If you're with me, you're super protected.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we? So I want to just tell me the ingredients that we have here. All right.
So here we have our marinated chicken.
It's an Italian dish, by the way. Is it Italian?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. All right. So tell me, what are the meals that we have?
So we have the marinated chicken, which I marinated with sage, oregano, garlic, ginger, and.
So you're telling me that this is chicken?
Yes, chicken breast, boneless chicken. Yeah.
Wow, boneless chicken. All right.
Yes. So we have our julienne.
That is, the chicken has lost the fight.
So we have our
the chicken has lost the fight. Yeah,
yes.
Go ahead.
So we have our julienne onions.
All right.
Julienne red bell pepper, julienne green bell pepper, avocado, tomatoes, local lemon.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Avocado, pear.
What is this?
Call it tomatoes.
What is this?
Lemon, local lemon.
We have lost this country. We have lost this country. There used to be a time where things were going super well. I mean, the federal government needs to look into the agricultural sector right now because this used to be mango. Growing up, this used to be mango. This used to be pepper.
Tomato.
This used to be pepper. I'm telling you, this is pepper. And then this is tangerine. This is tangerine. For those of you that know tangerine, this is tangerine. So for you to now tell me that this is what?
Avocado.
This is avocado now.
Yes, avocado.
This is what?
Tomato
now. This is tomato now.
Yes.
And what is this?
Then that's lemon.
This is now lemon.
Yes.
Oh my lord. Yeah, go ahead.
So we have our julienne yellow bell pepper.
All right.
We have cheddar cheese grated there.
Okay.
So we have vegetable oil and tortilla wrap.
Lovely. And then I guess this is like everything would go into this.
Yes.
Right. And how long does it take to make this meal?
In less than 30 minutes after your prep.
Oh, after the prep?
Yes, after the prep.
No, lovely. Do you remember this? Like, cheese now?
Yes, cheese.
Do you know that this is the history behind the idea of say cheese? So apparently the person couldn't say the word cheese. So they're like, say cheese. And then the person started smiling. That was the history. The guy's name is Emeka.
Okay.
It's a long story. All right. Now, I want us to try it together. All right. So we're just gonna look at the camera. When I say cheese, you give your biggest smile. Are you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Say cheese. Change your style. Another style. Be like that. Be like that. You're about doing it. All right, for those of you that are home right now that you want to join us, you want to make this the same time we're making it. All the ingredients are on the screen right now. Please take a screenshot, write them down. Or just, if you're in the kitchen, just, for those of you that have TVs in your kitchen, just join us and let's make this together. All right, let's make it. Look at all the ingredients. Please, you can also use the #WakeUpNigeria and share your greatest chicken fighter meal if you've ever made this before. Is this your first time doing this?
No, not my first time though.
Your second time?
Yeah, not my second time. I do it often.
Yeah, you've been doing this often, right?
Yes.
Nice. I can tell. All right. So what's the first thing we're going to be doing?
So the first thing, I want to make my dressing, like the sauce you used to eat it from. Avocado. You like to be addressed.
Give me five. You're too slow. I said give me five one time. All right, so what's the first one? How do we begin the dressing?
So I'll begin the dressing by opening my avocado here.
All right.
So
you see one thing about avocado. How well do you know avocado?
I shall know avocado. I knew avocado while growing up.
Do you know the history and the story behind avocado? Do you know why they call the fruit? Why they call it avocado?
No.
I need to be putting you guys in this. I need to be teaching you guys once in a while. Just put the lecture there. Yeah. If you are ready now, I'll tell you the story behind avocado. The real name before it was actually called avocado in 1916.
Okay. I'm all ears.
No, don't worry. It's not today I'll teach you guys. I've been saying it. Go to my website, www.edgarfoods.com. Learn, read. Have you ever been saying my website before?
No.
What culinary school did you finish from?
Reddish Chronicles.
Reddish?
Yes.
And they've never mentioned edgarsfood.com?
No.
Not once?
No.
This is strange. So what are they teaching you guys? If they've never mentioned edgarsfood.com, then what are they really teaching you guys?
They teach us how to make food.
Yeah. Now, wow. Now, I mean, if you ask around, maybe it's because you went to Reddish. You just go to bluish, greenish. You see other culinary schools doing better than that.
Okay.
Anyway, no wahala. So this is the first step, yes?
Yeah.
And what happens after this?
So after this, I'll start to assemble the chicken fighter quesadilla.
The way you're using these words, assemble, chicken fighter. Are you a Marvel fan?
Am I?
Marvel, like Captain America, Iron Man.
No.
You don't watch all those movies?
I don't like American movies.
You don't like American movies?
Yes.
So what do you enjoy watching then?
I just love normal Nigerian cinema movies.
You watch Nigerian films?
Yes.
Wow. So tell me, what's your best Nigerian movie this year so far?
I can't really recall.
Okay, tell me, what's your best Nigerian Edgar's film? Like out of all the films I've acted in, tell me your best.
My best should be
the one I've acted in, like that you really love.
That you've acted in?
Yes.
Okay, Edgar's Frame.
Yeah, which one?
The one you acted?
Yes.
It's Edgar's Frame now.
That's the name of the film? Edgar's Film?
Yes.
Is the name of the film?
Yes.
This Igbo boys and piracy. You see? Piracy. How can you say it's Edgar's Film and I have not even seen the Edgar's Film? Yeah.
But you said you acted in.
I've done movies now. Have you seen Rush Hour?
No.
You have not seen Rush Hour?
Okay, Rush Hour. I think I've seen Rush Hour.
Did you not see me? You did not see me in Rush Hour?
I did not notice.
It was. I'm sure you were rushing.
I'll go and rewatch when I get
Take your time. Don't rush this time around. You understand? Don't rush. Take your time so that you would see me very well.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, I was just at the scene. My timestamp is 2006, something like that.
Okay.
You just see me there. I was behind the car.
Okay.
I was the one behind the car. I was the one driving, and there were lots of cars.
Are you for real?
Am I for real? All right. No problem. No problem. I'll tell you more later when we get back. All right.
No problem.
Right now, let's enjoy some great music. You guys, I know you guys always enjoy great music on the show. I'm about to give you another special. I like to call this a special. All right. Do not go anywhere. Let's enjoy some great music. We'll be right back in the kitchen.
Once Edgar is in the kitchen, he doesn't know when to stop. Is that how much effects food has on you? Relax, Edgar, it's just food. And here, you guys are doing fantastically well right there in the kitchen. Of course, we still have Gemzo and Gemma Ophili and the Gemzo band right here. But you know, you're actually the Gemzo band.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen. I mean, you guys have been here consistently for more than a month now.
Yes.
Talk to us. How's that been for you? I mean, having to get here as early, do the makeup, ensure that the band is up and ready to deliver to our, ever buzzing audience watching or viewers watching. I mean,
if I were to answer that completely honestly,
right.
The police might come get me. But yeah, I've loved this stretching me because, fun fact, I am not a morning person.
Ooh.
Yes. I am a confirmed night owl, nocturnal being.
Wow.
And this has shown me my capacity
right,
to stretch,
to do more.
to adapt.
Yeah.
Because I show up here and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I just decide I'm going to bed by so and so time. I'm going to wake up by so and so time. I need to get on the road. I don't have the time to sulk about being up early.
You know what? We appreciate you and your band for everything that you guys do, not just for us, but also, for our viewers, who also stay up, to ensure that they are part of what we do right here on the show. We appreciate you. So you are about to, give us a Stevie Wonder rendition, yes. Master Blaster, right?
Yes.
I can't wait to hear it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Take it away.
Thank you.
Everyone's feeling pretty. It's harder than July. Though the world's full of problems, they couldn't touch us even if they tried. From the block I hear rhythms. Money's hard on the box. Tonight there'll be a party right on the corner at the end of the block. Didn't know you, but I done it until the break of dawn. Why haven't told you that you, but I done it until the break of dawn. But we jamming and jamming and jamming. You ask me if I'm happy. Well, as a matter of fact, I can say I'm ecstatic. We all just made a pact. We've agreed to come together. Join the children in the job. When you're walking in the positive, your destination is the brighter star. Didn't know you. We're in the middle of the making of the best of the journey. So nobody else older than you. We're in the middle of the making of the best of the journey. We'll be we're in the middle of the making of the best of the journey. We're in the middle of the making of the best of the journey. We're in the middle of the making of the best of the journey.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Muhammad Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky on January 17, 1942. His birth name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. He began training as an amateur boxer at age 12, and at 18 he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. In his early years as a professional, Clay was more highly regarded for his charm and personality than for his ring skills. He sought to raise public interest in his fights by reading childlike poetry and spouting self-descriptive phrases like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. On February 25, 1964, at age 22, he pulled off a major upset, defeating Sonny Liston to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That same year, he shocked the boxing establishment again by denouncing his birth name as a slave name and formally took the name Muhammad Ali, which was given to him by his spiritual mentor Elijah Muhammad, leader of the Nation of Islam. For the next
Yo. We're in the kitchen here. Chef Wumi, Heka, good morning.
Good morning.
And I was a little bit scared. Now, personally, I'm very, very careful when it comes to anything that's past Africa. In fact, not just Africa, that's past Nigeria somehow, because from Africa, they can be very scary. I'm just careful. I'm not as adventurous as someone like Emem is very adventurous with food. I'm not that adventurous. So anything I hear anything, you will like it. Anytime someone say you will like it.
Just so that you will not like it.
Just be very careful with that kind of
just
thing.
So that you will not like it.
Say you like it. Just very careful. Number 2, if you have not watched Straw, at this point, you are a G.
Mike, you've not watched Straw.
What? That means
you said it. You told me that he will have.
Peer pressure cannot get to you if you have not watched Straw. Because me, everybody,
you will cry.
Yeah, you see,
you will cry.
Olamide, my director / producer, has not watched. You see, we are the real OGs because Peer pressure in this life, if you can overcome peer pressure, you will succeed.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to do with peer pressure. I think it
Have
also
you seen
has to do
statuses?
with...
Have you seen everybody?
Yeah. Well,
Miles has not watched it. Francis has not watched it.
That's because they are not aware of it yet. It hasn't been brought to their point of view. It hasn't been brought to their point of... If they have, if it has, they will definitely watch it. They'll definitely watch it.
I'm not so much of a Tyler Perry fan, but I'm a friend who is actually a Tyler Perry fan. But she said the hype of the movie is that because of the hype, that's why she's not going to watch this one.
Mike, is an association with you that has not allowed her to enjoy the movie. It's an association with you.
I'm just saying that generally it's peer pressure, and if you've not seen it, even though you have the chance to see it, that means you will succeed. That's number 2. Number 3. Just yesterday we heard of a very, very sad incident.
Yeah.
The first ever crash of the Boeing 787. Now you know the Boeing 787 is Boeing's flagship trademark. It's the 10-seater.
10-seater, yeah.
You understand? 10-seater roll. Wonderful, wonderful plane. It's the first one. And the story that's got a lot of people talking is the passenger on seat 11A who survived and walked away from a plane crash.
Wow. And he's British.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, when I
British,
to be honest, when I saw it, when I saw a video of him being,
walking
rescued,
away for,
I'm like...
Then he now said something. He said he jumped out. Wow. Because there's no...
How did he jump out?
Yes.
You see the way that plane exploded.
Okay.
Which, of course, our condolences to the families
of
those who lost their loved ones in that crash. It was really sad. There's a particular picture of a family who... So the man has been in... is an Indian man. Yeah. He's been in the UK for many years, to hustle now. And so then he went back to India to bring his family to join him.
Oh, no.
So he goes back to, and his wife is a renowned doctor in India. She's been there, she's served her community and served, her society for years. They've known her. She has, so many accredited awards, acclaimed awards to her name. And with 3 children, he went back to the UK to get them to join him so that they can start, a life together.
Okay.
All of them. 3 children with a couple were all in that airplane. I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad. This is one incident that has shook the entire world.
It is. It is really sad.
I
was just talking to a friend a few days ago about the fact that I haven't even had any plane crash, incident in a while. And then
Why
this
would
was
you having such conversation?
No, just saying it's good news when you say, this hasn't happened in a long time.
In a long time. And you see, look what you said, because the times I was thinking about it, what if someone came and said, I could build a plane that will crash and people will survive. Maybe if every passenger had a parachute before the plane, crashes, maybe there's an eject something. There's just a lot of things going through my mind when I was thinking about how much air safety. Yes, it is statistically the most safest means of transportation. But it's that if any issues happen, you hardly ever get survivors.
True.
It's the most dangerous when things do happen. So we commiserate with
But to me, it's a miracle, and it's a miracle that guys survived such a crash.
I wish
we saw how that plane. We saw a video of how that plane went in flames. It was instant. But let's ask Chef Wumi what she did. You are you aware of the incident?
I saw the way it exploded.
Okay.
So
what I'm thinking about.
It's a very bad story.
It is
very sad.
What I'm thinking about is, in my mind, if we can find out how that man survived, it could help future how to help people survive.
Avoid, you
understand? It's not. He was sitting in seat 11A. It was the first row, right by the window.
Did he jump out of the window?
So he said that he jumped out. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it was close to the door. I don't know.
Maybe angels carried him.
If you can have more,
because
remember
he needs
he needs to let us know how he survived.
He needs to have a proper interview to find out.
And he just had few bruises.
Even jumping out and I get injured.
Someone died from jumping out.
They were not serious injuries. They were bruises.
On his face. Recently, our Minister of FCT, was on a private jet. Me personally, the only time I've flown in a small plane It was close to a private jet. It was, I can still remember, I think I was Air Force Base in Port Harcourt. It was a small jet, yeah. Generally, I don't like small planes. Because they are more susceptible to turbulence than the bigger ones. The bigger ones are more stable during turbulence.
The propellers are...
Yes, that small plane, it was my best experience flying. I'm telling you, there was... it was an international flight that came, and then they were going to Lagos and okay, let's just pick some. It was on the Air so you scream, watching movie, nice food. It was a small plane.
Good ambience.
Papa, the way it was doing you know that when you just enter that, I don't know how about you, but some people, a lot of people, they confess what they are seeing when they are going up. I don't know about you, but a lot of people confess their sins.
Like the viral video of Nyesom Wike in, I don't know if it was his private jet, but he was in a private jet going from, he was on air, where I think it was the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. And then in the video, we could hear the pilots was trying to, control the plane. Because there was, according to reports, it was a faulty engine or something like that. So they were trying to control it. And then we could hear him in the background, kabashing, seriously praying.
Everybody remembers
God. It was,
at that moment. Everybody remembers
to be honest, when your life is on the line, there are only two people you probably remember, God or your parents. Think about it. Even when you see where, I don't know if you've ever heard of a case where like robbery happens and then there's a gun in front of the person. You're just thinking of God. You would say anything.
Yeah, so that's the video of the man who survived the plane crash.
Wow. Walking on his two. So that's why I'm thinking about how did he jump out? From what had he already crashed and then he jumped out?
Or did he jump out mid-air?
He can't have jumped out
exactly, and still survived.
This is it.
Because he can't have jumped out mid-air. Because my question is that, you know what I'm thinking here? Because when he takes off, they said it was 30 seconds after taking off.
Yes.
So number one, there could have been a fault already.
Yes, just within
the flight.
Yes.
So if he takes off, he could not have jumped on the air because to deploy the emergency door, it will take some time. That time was not easy. So he probably jumped out after it had crashed.
Fact.
That's that's what I'm thinking. He couldn't have jumped because if he jumped out in the air, he will not be walking on his two legs. It was 30 seconds. It was 30 seconds from after takeoff. 30. Yeah.
Take a look at that.
So so it was just immediately he took off. He had not even hit maximum height.
No.
So he could not have jumped out.
That man needs to come. They need to do an interview and he needs to tell us how he.
Or you'll be surprised about the that does not even know how it happened.
Exactly.
I don't know how I did it too.
I don't even know what happened.
Sometimes you don't even know you just your body will just move and then you don't even know what is happening at the time.
But this had also brought to the fore conversations around because then people saw on Twitter, people saw on X, people saw videos of the man the survivor working out, and everybody was saying, this must be a miracle. Oh, this is a testimony. Oh, we thank God for his life. And then it also brought to conversations around what about the other 290 people
and I talk
that also
about it
died
a lot. I call it what it is, survivorship bias. You cannot, when I cringe at some people saying some things, I don't know, are you trying to tell me that if it was a miracle, it was God, the rest were children of not children of God? In this kind of situations, at times there are some things we should not say. To respect the people, because look, it's about how you go. Nobody will live here alive. It's about how you go. Nobody will live here alive. So when you get to that point where you're talking about, you have to be careful. But then talking about being careful, Chef Umi has been careful with you know fried
chicken fighter.
Yes.
Chicken fighter.
I did.
But Mike,
why you
chicken
moving
fighter.
towards that chicken?
You never brown.
Why are you moving towards that chicken?
I want you to make it brown.
Move away from the chicken.
Move away.
Move away.
Away. Make the chicken brown.
Shift. You say shift to this side. Shift like this. Shift like this. Shift like this.
Like this. No. Like this.
You see, there are a few proteins Mike loves. You see, chicken, gizzard, and scuba fish.
Oh,
his favorite.
Where's the chicken breast? We eat tortilla and the avocado alone. All right, we'll be back after this time out.
Yeah.
Hlahla Mandela was born into the Madiba clan on the 18th of July 1918. He got involved in politics in 1942 as he helped to form ANC Youth League. He was married to Evelyn Mays and they had 4 children. Mandela was arrested in a countrywide police swoop on 5th December 1956, which led to the 1956 treason trial. Before the end of the treason trial, he wrote to Prime Minister for vote to include a national convention on a non-racial constitution, and failure to adhere would result to a national strike. In August, he was arrested and charged for leaving the country without a permit and inciting workers to strike. He was convicted and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. On 9th of October 1963, he was on trial with 10 others for sabotage in what became known as the Revolver trial. On the 11th of June 1964, Mandela and 7 other accused were convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. He was later released from its gates on Sunday, 11th of February 1990, 9 days after the unbanning of the ANC and the PAC. Nelson Mandela never wavered in his devotion to democracy, equality, and learning as he immersed himself in official talks to end white minority rule. In 1991, he was elected ANC president to replace his ailing friend, Oliver Tambo. In 1993, he and President F.W. de Klerk jointly won the Nobel Peace Prize, and on 27 April 1994, he voted for the first time in his life. On 10th May, he was inaugurated as South Africa's first democratically elected president. He, however, stepped down in 1999 after 1 term as president. Despite terrible provocation, he never answered racism with racism. His life is an inspiration to all who were oppressed and deprived, and to all who were opposed to oppression and deprivation. He died at his home in Johannesburg on 5th December 2013.
you're walking in a marketplace, don't trust stones. Even if you do, you just might hit one of your own. Life is not about all your policies, so you better rearrange your philosophy and be good to your fellow man. Stop calling me a prisoner.
Wow.
Beautiful performance.
Beautiful.
By Gemma Ophili and the Gemzo Band.
Yes, indeed, it was a beautiful one. We're back in the kitchen, guys. We're back in the kitchen. All right. So for those of you that are just joining us, please tell us again what we're making or what you made so far.
So we made chicken fighter quesadilla.
Oh, lovely. And what have you done?
So I marinated my chicken overnight.
Yes, you did.
So I sauteed my...
Which one is yes, you did? Were you there?
No, I saw it now. Before she did all the mixing, I saw it.
I saw it. Did
I not see it?
Yeah, you saw it.
See the confidence.
I saw it.
Yeah, I know.
I know marinated chicken when I say marinated chicken now. Yeah,
Please go ahead, chef.
So I stir-fried the onions, the chicken, the bell peppers together.
For how long?
Flavors.
For like how long?
For like, let's say 10 minutes. Or thereabouts, yeah.
All right.
So when you say chicken fighters quesadillas, because I'm familiar with quesadillas, but I'm not familiar with fajitas. Okay. Like, what is the fajita?
The fajita has more of bell peppers, like stir-fried bell peppers.
Yeah.
You have your beef.
Okay.
So, and you eat it with this tortilla wrap.
Okay.
So then it comes with guacamole, salsa, and sour cream. So I don't have the salsa here because it won't be easy for you to bite because you know salsa is scattered.
Yeah.
So that was why I came up with guacamole.
Okay. So what are we using as a spread?
That's it, the guacamole.
Oh, that's the spread.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So please go ahead.
All right.
What's in the mix with this? In this?
So I have mashed avocados.
Yeah.
Brunoise. Tomatoes, that's into cubes. I cut tomato into small cubes. Then we have black pepper, we have salt, we have lemon juice.
Oh wow.
And parsley, but I did not use parsley, so I used oregano and sage.
All right, so where did you use the cheese, by the way? Where did you use the cheese? Here or here?
I'll use it in the...
All right, cool.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm glad that you've even, you came up with this recipe because, I've had tortilla breads in my fridge. I said I keep on saying I would use it to make shawarma because that's where I bought it in the first place, right? But because I'm always making shawarmas, I'm like, I want to try something different, but I just never have come to it yet.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're making this on the
So
show. I'll definitely incorporate it
this.
into my. I'll make quesadillas instead of the shawarma line.
I haven't made shawarma in a very long time.
So the quesadillas is going to be kind of messy. So I had to make it in this form so it to be easy for you to bite.
Oh, right. Yes. That's the right way to actually do it. You need help?
No, for now. Thank you.
I just think I should come help you.
Please don't go close to that, please.
What happened? What's wrong there, please?
Because I don't trust that you know what to do when you
when
get
you see
there.
a chef that can cook, don't you know?
Who is
Look
the
at my hand.
chef?
Look at my hands.
Chef
Can't you
Edgar.
see? What are you talking about? This is really nice.
Okay.
This is really, really nice.
Thank you.
I just want to see what's happening right here. Ooh, looks good.
Yes, it does.
Looks really good. Coming together very nicely. Yeah. So what are we going for here? Golden brown or light brown?
I just need the char mark. Like this
okay.
is a char. This is what they call char.
Okay.
So it has to be
Okay, just
golden
has to
brown
char a
kind
bit.
of,
Yeah.
Is it just me or does it look like an envelope?
Like?
Like an envelope.
Like an
Like an
envelope,
envelope.
right?
Yeah.
Like the brown envelope.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
always
we need
enjoy
to allow
like
it
meals.
heat a bit
Yes.
more so that it sticks.
Yes.
Yeah, but then again, if you're how to also, I mean, the trick to also ensuring that your wrap sticks is you could use whatever buttery, spread you're using. If it's
Yeah.
butter or
Yes.
mayonnaise, you just put it at the edge of the wrap, and then
That-
it just automatically
That's some
sticks
DIY.
to the. Yeah, that's some DIY for you. Nice.
Nice. This is really good.
So guys, we are making quesadillas, chicken fajita quesadillas.
Yes.
It's a mouthful.
It is
Yes,
a mouthful.
it is.
And then when you put it in the mouth, it's
It's
a
another
mouthful. It's another mouthful.
It's another mouthful. Where does the guacamole go in though?
It goes in here, so you use the spoon to put it by the tip of
Oh, and then you bite.
right.
Oh, I thought you were going to spread it and then put the chicken on it.
Because
Okay.
when you go to a restaurant, they serve you guacamole differently.
In
So
a
you have
in a
to
different space.
Yes,
Yeah,
you have
no.
to bring the beef, the guacamole, the salsa, and the sour cream. Then you put it in the tortillas, then bite.
I'm gonna make this for you guys.
So that's how they.
For me?
For you guys.
Who are the guys?
Like for the team.
No, just make it for me.
Why am I making it for you?
Just, I want to, because you, I don't know, there's this aura that you always give whenever you're in the kitchen, like you're one special chef like that.
I am.
For
I
real?
cook well.
You cook well.
Ooh, Edgar, don't even joke. Like I cook
if
well.
you cook well, then we need to, one of these days, we need to
Experience
experience the meal.
I have cooked on the show before.
When?
Before
Was
you
it this
joined.
month? Was it last month? Was it 2 months ago? Was it 3 months ago? You need to renew.
You all need to come
you need
on
to
this show,
renew.
to come to this kitchen and just just be
Wait.
running your mouth. Edgar,
I know
challenge
that.
you to
Yes.
a cooking competition on this show, a cook-off on the show.
When?
Next week, Wednesday.
Hey, why didn't you just say Thursday? Please make it Thursday. I know I'm saying this in Thursday, guys. I don't cook on Wednesdays.
Guys,
Put it on
let's go on
Thursday.
a quick break. Don't mind this guy.
Oh.
We'll be right back. It's the top of the hour.
Oh,
We're right back. We'll be right back. People,
this
stay
is
with us.
paining
Please,
me.
go Shijari.
this thing is failing me. Why Wednesdays? I don't cook on Wednesdays.
You don't cook on Wednesday. Who say don't cook on Wednesday?
Introducing the new Jig Sachet. Whitening your whites has never been more affordable. Now you can keep whites shining brighter and disinfect by killing 99.9% of germs on your floors and other surfaces. Just jig it with Jig Sachet.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian.
This message was brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Roses are red, violets are blue. What is sure is that we have fun on the PIF Wake Up Nigeria. Good morning, welcome on the second lap of the show. If you missed the show so far, well, it's going to be a problem. We're going to have a lot in store for you. Let's take a look at what we have. We're kicking off with a beautiful game, of course. We're taking a look at things that happen. We're talking about the Club World Cup and, of course, England, the Euros under 21. We're looking at that. And, of course, we'll take a look at the kitchen, fajita quesadilla. No. G is silent and L is silent, yeah?
Yes,
Tell me about that, Edgar.
Yes, that's what we're having for breakfast. Chef Wumi has been had at work. Of course, she's also got her team, so that's your business. If you like.
When you say she's had at work, what do you mean by that? Like, you did not even mention my name at all. Like, I've not done anything since.
What have you done?
Say something, please. Can you say something?
What have you done?
Can you say something, please?
Why do you need her to defend you?
I've been
keeping
you company. Wow. Now woman, they do woman. You see now? Wow.
Are you a woman now?
No, but this is so unfair. I've been here with you from the very start. We started the show together. We talked about all the ingredients. I haven't advised you. I haven't taught you.
Chef Wumi, please tell us how far you've come, Jerry.
I'm done with the quesadilla and I'm done with the wrap.
Yeah, and you're already plating and it looks good already. But hey, we'll come back to, this later on. Mike, are you feeling this presentation?
Yeah. I can see 2 wraps there.
Which one? In the pan or on the plate?
Everywhere. One pan, one on the plate. Right, Edgar, I can see 2 now, You see past 2?
Edgar is discouraged.
All right.
How can she say I've been keeping her company after all I have done, all I have said?
All right. We'll get back to that. But of course, let's get you through what we have left on the show this morning. Of course, you've heard the wonderful voice of Gemma and the Gemzo band. They're still here. They still have at least one more performance to light up our show this morning. We are going to take a look at some trailers, some interesting stuff that we have. For this one, I have to grab your popcorn. Yeah? Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson. Yeah? They're in a movie, and having those two together, it's actually quite chaos. We'll be talking about that and other trailers. And for final guest of the morning, we will have Sheyi Shodimu, Nigerian singer, songwriter, best known for his hits. Nigerian hip-hop single, Love Me, yeah, Love Me Tender. We're going to be talking to him. What has he been up to? I mean, he still looks like he just sang that song, yeah? We'll talk to him what has made him look so, is he a vampire or something? Look, he's still looking so young, yeah? All right, well, that's the stuff we have on the show this morning. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. A beautiful game coming right up. game on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesikeno. Now, in a few minutes, maybe about 3 or 4, I will run you through what the Club World Cup entails. For some of you that don't have enough information about it, how do the teams qualify, what will the teams win, what's the prize money and all of that, just chill. For the next few minutes, I'll take you through all of that. The Club World Cup is set to kick off in the next few days, and you have 32 teams who will be slogging it out for the title of the Club World Champions, champions of the Club World Cup, and that is quite a prestigious title. Now, this is a new format. Now, this format is not going to be yearly. Now, prior to this time, winners of the different confederations from CAF to UEFA, CONMEBOL, CONCACAF, OFC, and AFC, the 6 FIFA confederations, would come together to determine the champion. Now, the champions of this. But this time, there is now an extended format that let other teams play. I'll let you know how the teams were chosen. But this will come once every 4 years. Now, the big thing is this. Over $1 billion of prize money set to be won across the teams that have qualified for this Club World Cup. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the teams that are here for the Club World Cup. They have already been drawn into different groups. It's almost like the former World Cup, as it were. You have 32 teams in 8 groups, 4 teams per group. In Group A, we have Palmeiras, FC Porto, Al Ahly of Egypt from Africa, and of course, Lionel Messi and Inter Miami, that is from the United States, who of course are the hosts. That's the only thing that's coming, team that's coming in there, because they are the hosts. Now in Group B, we have UEFA champions, Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico de Madrid, Botafogo, and of course Seattle Sounders from Australia. Quite an interesting group there. Group C has Bayern Munich, Auckland City FC, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. That is quite the group there. Group D will have Flamengo, Esperance of Tunisia, Chelsea the Blues are here, and of course LAFC, Los Angeles FC, will be in Group D. Group E has River Plate, Urawa Red Diamonds from Japan there, Monterrey, and Inter Milano. Group F will have Fluminense, Borussia Dortmund, Ulsan Hyundai, South Korea, and of course Mamelodi Sundowns in Africa, who are runners-up of the CAF. We have Group G, Manchester City, who are said to be title contenders. I don't know what some of you think. You think Manchester City can do it? Well, maybe they possibly can, but there's Manchester City, there's Wydad, Al Ain, and Juventus. Group H will have Real Madrid, Al Hilal, FC Pachuca, and FC Salzburg. Of course, after that, as it is with the traditional World Cup, traditional World Cup, of course, is going to be a 48-team tournament in 2026. The teams will be drawn in different, just that same format until we get the winner. Now, you might be asking, how did the teams qualify, right? How did the teams qualify? How did the teams get here? And all of that. I have all of that for you here. Let's take a look at it very, very fast. Now, so this is it. How did teams get here? Now, the hosts are CONCACAF. That's the North American Confederation. And now, the winners were gotten from between a period of 4 years, between 2021 and 2024. Now, Inter Miami, who are winners of the 2024 MLS Super Supporters Shield. AFC has 4 teams. CAF has 4 teams. CONCACAF, of course, have 4 teams. CONMEBOL have 6 teams. Of course, OFC 1, and the biggest will be UEFA with 12 teams. That's the biggest confederation when it comes to FIFA's confederations. And for UEFA, so someone asking, why is Real Madrid there, Barcelona is not there, why is Liverpool not there, and all of that? The reason is because Chelsea are winners of the 2020-21 UEFA Champions League. That's the reason why. Like I said, it's a period of 4 years. That's why Chelsea are there. Real Madrid won the next year, 21-22. Manchester City won 22-23. And then Bayern Munich are the best ranked team in the UEFA coefficient for 4 years. You know, and so let's take a look at the other teams there. Okay, so like I said, so PSG, of course, are the second. Now, PSG just won the Champions League. They would not normally have entered, but they are done is because they are the best ranked, second best ranked team in UEFA 4-year ranking. PSG are the 3rd best ranked team. Like I said, it's coefficient. So you look at all the years, right? 4 years, and you know how UEFA put their coefficients together, your performance in the league and of course in Europe, and you get all of that. Inter, the 4th best rank. Porto, 5th best rank. Atletico, 6th Benfica 7th, Juventus 8th, and of course Red Bull Salzburg 9th best ranked team. And those are how they were, they were gotten. Of course, there's also information on how they were seeded. Now, for some of you also want to find out how much are they going to win. Now, this is a $1 billion prize competition. As FIFA has mentioned, this is a trophy that they're going to be picking. Quite a magnificent trophy, if I must say, right? But FIFA has now stated that they will not keep any part of the money. All the money that is going to be made, they are going to share it out to all the teams. Now, let's take a look at how that is going to be done. Now, people are wondering, look at these teams here. What time would they have to rest before they compete, before the next season begins? There is money in this. The winner of this competition will take 125 million. That's quite the money. 125 million. That is quite the sum. Now, for every team who's here for group stage, every team is going to get $2 million per win and $1 million draw per club. So that means that you are sure that at least every team will make their $1 million. That means if you draw 3 matches. For the second round, it adds 7.5 to that, whatever you made in the first round. For the quarterfinal, 13 to whatever you had. For the semi-final, 21. And then for the final, 30. And then the winner, 40. So if you put that together, the winner is going to take $125 million US. That is the money that is available, and that is why this competition is being played. Now, there's been talk. FIFA president has been speaking, Gianni Infantino, and of course, UEFA, when they come into the question, Seferin, there's been that kind of battle, UEFA came up with a wonderful concept, which was the league phase of the Champions League, and FIFA at times seeming like they are battling. UEFA is big enough so much that it seems that they are competition with FIFA, and FIFA has come up with this. Will the players get tired? Yes, but a number of them have completed some transfers. Some of them are going with very big teams. Manchester City, of course, added 4 players which are going to take to the Club World Championship. Chelsea, of course, we know that they are definitely look like they're not going for Osimhen. They got Lam, they lapsed. So a number of them competed. Now, that's the reason why we had a 1-week window before this Club World Cup Championship, and then the window would open, of course, again in another 4 days. That was the reason why. So they will go and they will compete for this. So yeah, that's it, Club World Cup. Now, all through the competition, we'll be keeping you up to date on the beautiful game and, of course, on Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay tuned and we'll give you all of the updates. Now, there's the Euro Under-21 Championships going on. England, where won yesterday, I think it was a 3-1 win for England yesterday in the Euro Under-21. But let's take a look at some of the highlights of that particular game, of course. And of course, you get to see how all of that went down. England, who are there in that particular competition, a number of teams. We'll give you updates on how all of that goes down when it comes to the World Championships. So take a time right now, stay with us. There's a bit more to come on the show. Don't go anywhere.
Big day ahead.
Delicious Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
You know where? Wow. Somebody was saying something that there's been so many trailers. Maybe this is a final trailer, but there's been like maybe 4 or 5 trailers up until this point. And why is that?
This part of their marketing strategy.
Definitely. James Gunn came up from the MCU, and that's what the MCU does.
Yeah.
And what the MCU do also, they will hide. You think you know the movie? They will hide some things. Yeah. There are some things in the trailers that are not in the movie. There's some things that are there that they will hide, and then so I remember there was a time when Thor lost his eye, and in the movie he lost his eye. But that scene in the trailer, he had his eye. But in the movie, he wasn't with that because they knew that they would say so. The marketing and they're doing, and it's from what I see so far, it is going to be an excellent movie.
I think this is the first thriller where you really see Superman in combat. Others have been more about his reason, the theme of survival, the theme of that fight between, that struggle between humans and being an alien. But this is the first one where you see him fight. I think there was a scene where a guy lost about how many?
I think with this one, a lot of people. I hear tickets are sold out right now.
Yeah, first showings.
First showings,
of course. Pre-sale tickets.
Pre-sale tickets are sold out already. But I know that a lot of people are definitely going to resonate with this because of the human connection with it, right? And he's a good-looking guy. He's better than I think my voice Superman.
So you know the funny thing is during the marketing,
Henry Cavill.
During the marketing, I'm telling you, during the marketing, there's a particular picture. This guy, if he goes older, is like a twin or a younger brother of Henry Cavill. They look so alike. There was a particular during the marketing where he was dressed up and you would think it was Henry Cavill.
And Henry Cavill would play a perfect Logan, like any time. Like
so it's almost like Henry Cavill looked perfect, but we're looking for a younger version of him to play and then of course David Cornswit is the one. That is it. All right. Well, we have Eddie Murphy and Kim Kardashian. I say what now? We should stop. Eddie Murphy and Kim Kardashian's ex.
Kim Kardashian's ex. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson.
They say he had BDE.
But it's interesting because Pete Davidson is actually quite a phenomenal actor.
Don't say ex. I thought you meant Kanye.
No Kanye, now.
Yeah, because it's going by now.
No,
it's
this one I say No. He's He's
Oh my Lord.
So it's not
that's my legend right there.
When I say Pete, when I say Kim Kardashian, it's Pete Davidson. Let's take a look at the trailer.
We're gonna have dinner, 8 p.m. sharp. Don't be late.
Won't be late. Paga la luz.
You usually say para la luz, bandejo. I think this place is about to close up.
Well, luckily for you, this date isn't over until your uniform is on my hotel room floor. You
can make it hot. I can't wait. This is my 25th wedding anniversary. If I miss dinner with my wife tonight, I will be shot.
Don't do anything stupid.
Whatever gets you home to your wife in time for your special day.
Happy anniversary.
Round 5, get out there.
You were supposed to retire, moving on to a new career. You're pivoting this late? Well, how old do you think I am?
Well, you're black, so you look 40, but you could be up to 90.
Hey, yo, you seeing this? Pull over and you won't get hurt.
We're gonna die.
Calm down. Remember your training.
Put your hands up! I took a 15-hour online course. What training?
Reggie Miller. Who?
Oh, that's not good.
Since you're gonna kill us, why don't you just show us who you are? Tell us and show us out!
Yo, you better give me that money! I'm gonna throw up.
You swallow that.
What is this? And who is they?
Change of plans. You two are gonna help me steal $60 million from the casino. Because if you don't, your wife's dead.
If you let us go, I'll let you bang my twin sister. She looks like me with long hair.
You trying to get us shot?
Russell, you don't answer your phone? Did you forget you married a Latina? I put a tracking chip in your neck.
Hi, Natalie. You fell in love this weekend?
Of course. We did butt stuff. That's wow.
That was awesome, dude.
Now look at my leg and my foot, man. My meniscus, I know I tore my whole back out, too.
What, just from that?
There's nothing like reconnecting with an ex.
For every comic or comedy movie or comic action where there are two major stars, there is always one person who plays the very foolish, star character, when the other person plays like the serious character. Now, anyone that told
like
me,
Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Men in Black, or Rush Hour. Somebody has to be very stupid. Somebody has to be the smart one carrying the course now. If anybody had told me that it would be Eddie Murphy, that would be the serious
guy.
Because
he's older one.
Yeah, because he's older. Compared to if he's playing with a younger person like Pete Davidson.
But I like
Eddie Murphy to me is. We have always known Eddie. You probably see him in a movie, especially when he's like changing like costumes and everything. He's always the hilarious young guy who's cracking all the.
Yeah, but now that he's aging, he needs to, that brand needs to represent.
So cool.
Sorry. Last
I'll
question.
look for it.
If you had a movie with Eddie and Will Smith, who would play the crazy one? Who would play the stupid character?
Will Smith.
Will Smith play the stupid character?
Yeah.
Even Martin Lawrence is the stupid character in Bad Boys. It's not Will.
Okay, well, I will watch The Peacock because of it's an all-star cast. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's check out this one. I've not seen the trailer. I just love the names in this one. Eddington. Let's check it out.
I am recording this. Fair warning. Is that really necessary?
Look, Joe, 6 feet.
A home where the buffalo roam.
Is that praying?
Where the deer and the antelope play.
How did we get here? And even worse, is it worth it?
Where seldom
At the cost of being at war with your neighbors?
the discouraging word.
That's why I'm running for mayor.
And the skies are not
Mayor of Eddington. Thank you super duper very much. I used to think that you were some big deal, but I am a much better human being than you.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here.
Home on the range.
Husband, sheriff, mayor to be.
You want things simple and neat. We are in a fight against evil.
These are your streets.
No, they're your streets to keep safe.
You know how death works out.
People are going to be looking here now.
Keep your own office going.
Wow.
So you know something, when I saw the names, I didn't watch it. I wanted to get a lot of times I like people just getting that first impression, let them see it. And because of the names, I just saw Pedro Pascal. And I saw Joaquin Phoenix. I said, oh, it's all right. It's okay. I don't care what it is. Put it there. I told someone to check it out. Yeah. And this is drama.
Yeah.
Nobody's kicking or beating somebody up. It's Western, old school American style. And this is where people show how good they are as actors.
Yes,
because
I was just going to say that.
They're not beating anybody. You're giving me emotions. You're giving me all of that. Joaquin Phoenix, man.
Western movies always focus more on the dialogues and the expressions. So you are going to, for sure, 9 over 10 story. You must get a very good story from here.
You're right.
And then you would always have about 6 or 7 different lines you can pick from these films when you're done. Because you're going to pour a lot of wisdom into the alliance, crazy delivery. I am sure that this would be a classic.
And I'm glad that after the flop of The Joker.
Oh yeah,
the
Joker 2
for Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
so.
All right. I mean, not a flop in it. In if you look at it on its own, but if you look at it from
the second part of the flop, don't worry.
Yes, the second part was not. The review was. The review was.
No worry,
the reviews were not good.
The
reviews were not good, man.
Okay, well, let's see here.
The man in
has a man in her basement. Should we check out who the man is? Let us see.
Mr. Charles Blakey? I have it in mind to rent your basement for a couple of months.
I'm sorry, mister. This house isn't for sale.
I'm only interested in renting. I'll pay you $1,000 a day for 65 days.
Are you okay?
The only thing I ask of you is that you tell no one of our arrangement. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
Yep, William Dafoe is in this one, and it looks like a thriller. I wouldn't say horror, but I'll just say thriller. And because of its William Dafoe, you know that the way that guy acts, you really think that he's crazy in real life.
Yeah,
you really think that maybe this guy will do okay.
Trust me.
You know, it's called affective fallacy, and the best actors have it. When they are so good at what they do, that you just can't shake off that character from them. When you see her, I mean,
there was this.
I think it was also the same thing with what do you call it again?
Affective fallacy.
Affective fallacy.
Yeah,
I think it's also
fallacy.
the same thing with the movie Straw. Even though we will get to review it next Friday with Taraji P. Henson.
Wow, we
you
still
feel
find
like
a way to mention
she
Straw.
played it so well.
I said, if you don't want this Straw, you be OG. This Straw.
If you watch it, you'll be strawed.
Wow. That's the final straw. That's the final straw.
Your last straw. That time, now Edgar go do that to review. Not be me. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's all that we have, of course, on our trailer rundown. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, our final guest, Sheyi Shodimo, is in the house.
Electrified fence.
Space is terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Akiwande Oluwole Soyinka was born on 13th July 1934 in Abeokuta, Nigeria to parents Samuel and Grace Soyinka. His education began with the Christian lessons of his parents as well as the more traditional Yoruba spiritual customs taught to him by his grandfather. He had his preparatory university studies at Government College Ibadan in 1954, subsequently University College Ibadan, and he continued at the University of Leeds, earned a bachelor's degree in English literature. Soyinka's master's degree focused on projects combining his Yoruba culture with traditional British theatre traditions. He later returned to school in Nigeria to study African theatre, during which time he continued to produce poems and plays, one of which appeared on Nigerian television. Shortly after, he became the chief of the Cathedral of Drama at the University of Ibadan. Nigeria had only recently gained independence from Britain and political corruption was at a high.
Every day I think of you. Every night I think of you. Every day I think of you. Every night.
Love me jaja, love me tender.
Love me jaja, love me tender.
Say love me jaja, love me tender.
Love me jaja, love me tender.
You my sugar, my honey, my tender lover.
You my sugar, my honey, my tender
yeah,
lover.
you are my sugar, my honey, my tender lover.
You are sugar, my honey, my tender.
If you say you love me, I say forever.
You see, the way he started that, like he was the quintessential Lagos playboy. Like when he came out, like this is the lover boy. You know, okay, we see that part. He just came out. It was like, oh, we just say, man, this guy bad.
They were the
guy.
ones that invented Yoruba demons.
I'm telling you, he go take all our babes everywhere. You know, our final guest is in the house, the one and only Sheyi Shodimo. It is great to have you. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And,
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the song "Love Me Jeje" has traversed various from one generation to the next, and it is still evergreen. It's still timeless. And then we had Thames who came and sort of, you know, gave it that modern feel, that, you know, Afrobeat feel.
Yes.
You know, talk to us about how that happened. I mean, you know, I would say collaboration. It wasn't a collaboration, but
yeah, it was a remake of some sort.
Remake of the song.
Yes.
How did it happen? Talk to us about how that collaboration happened.
I was always a big fan of Thames.
Okay.
Even before the remake. It just happened with a phone call, really. Actually, I got an email from RCA Records.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the email went to my junk mail.
Wow.
Oh. So I didn't respond. So I got a call from one of the managers. I think it was Muyiwa. No, it was Wale Davis. So he called me. Somebody called me that they were trying to reach me, and then the phone call came. And I've always been a fan, like I said, and they sent me the song, wanted me to hear it, and then get a clearance and get the paperwork so we can get the clearance. So it happens really quickly. And like I said, being Thames, I was happy that she was doing it. And then the song sounded good to me at that time, and I knew it was going to be big.
All right.
I knew it.
And it was.
In issues like this, with songs like this, are there any sort of royalties that are accrued to the original songwriter?
Yes. Any what?
In the sort of royalties or anything that accrued to the original songwriter?
Yes, because obviously I get a percentage of the song.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient.
Because of the writing.
Okay.
You know, because I wrote the song and she used it as a song title.
Yeah.
So I own Love Me Jeje, that phrase, because I created it with English and Yoruba.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, so it's something that I created, and definitely.
You know, let's talk about the original masterpiece, which was part of your Born in Africa album and all of that.
Yes.
You know, how did it come together? How did you put Shafi in all of that? How did the original song come together?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was doing this, I was in the US. I was still in college, early in college. And I came to Nigeria, and I realized that the music in Nigeria then was Shina Peters, a lot of Lagbaja, Daddy Shoki, you know, things like that, Felix and, you know, Pretty. But there was really no music that was representing the way Nigerians, the way we talk. We mixed English and Yoruba. So it was something I wanted to do to kind of express ourselves, and then being in the US.
This swag was too much. This swag is too much.
We're watching the video.
I mean, you killed it there. It was different.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it was the way you would move, because a lot of other artists sort of picked from that move.
Right.
And you would see them; they would do it in their music videos.
But let's go with that story. Let's go with that story.
Yeah. So I wanted to represent. So I think honestly, it was because I don't want to say I created the Yoruba and English version. No, Nigerians were always doing that.
Right.
But I wanted to put it in a song to represent us. So if you listen to the verses, you see the way, you know, beautiful girl,
you know me,
beautiful girl, come make we talk, I pick you. That's the way we talk.
Yeah.
That's the way we vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, and I also wanted to kill it. So when Shafi was my cousin, he's my cousin. And so we were in the US, and she was in school as well. So I was like, okay, I wanted an American to sing the verse before I knew she could sing Shafi.
Oh, okay.
And then they were saying my name wrong, and they were saying Love Me JJ. I'm like, that's not gonna work. So my brother told me Shafi could really sing, and then we got her in the studio and she killed it. And then the video, she became a star.
She was an
instant
star. Still a season. She's still a star now.
A star was born.
Shout out to Shafi Bello.
Wonderful. We'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But let's talk about Sunday. Sunday is Father's Day.
Yes.
And you do have something coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yes. I had this idea a couple of years ago, but I always delayed it. So this year I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it, because, you know, if God puts something in your heart and you don't do it, God will put somebody else to do it. I believe in the society, not just Nigeria, just the world, you know, men and fathers especially, we do so much, and I don't want to say, but we get overlooked, not intentionally, but because of the nature of what it is.
Right.
I think we have two Mother's Day, American one, and then
the Catholic one as well.
Exactly.
There's a Modern Sunday, then there's Mother's Day.
Irish own,
yeah, then
US
there's International Women's Day.
And then there's International Women's Month and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Father's Day comes and everybody's like, who died? You know, nothing. So I've decided, like, okay, I'm going to unapologetically celebrate men and fathers. Because I'm a father, I have a daughter, and I have a son. And I believe, like, no, men, we go through a lot, we don't talk. So I've decided to take my own, put my money where my mouth is, to do at Murio Kola Park this Sunday.
Whoa.
So we're going to have music, we're going to have DJs, we're going to have food vendors, we're going to have free food, games, we're going to have some doctors come in to kind of like, because we, you know, men, we don't talk.
And you don't pay attention to your health as well.
Exactly. So we have some doctors that can be around and just you can talk to them and just have fun. celebrate men. We're celebrating fathers.
You said free food.
Well, free food for some people.
Okay,
you know, I think the first
100 people.
Yeah, they're coming. Yeah,
that's massive.
This is
that's massive.
This is like I said, it's massive.
It is now. Only first 100 people.
Yes.
I didn't get to write list. I can double my name.
No, all they have to do is register. Register at the gate.
Okay. So because I know some people that can be planning to register with two. You know, when it comes to food,
Mike is letting you know.
That's why we're celebrating.
Tell us this is Mental Health Awareness Month, right?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on men's mental health? Let's focus now on the mental health of men. According to reports, there's been an increase in suicide rates, especially with men.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of men also share instances of, just being with a friend today and then, he slumps and he's no more.
Yeah.
And you talked about men not opening up and talking about this situation. What do you think needs to change? What do you think needs to be done to sort of, rein in on, men's state of their mental health? What do they need to do?
I think communication is key first. We have to do that first. And events like this as well, where we can go out and talk and just network, find out about our problems and just try and, add value to our lives.
Right.
I had an event, Grown and Sexy, with Joe. We're from Grown and Sexy, myself, LD, Star Plus, and Echo Hotel. And my DJ, XG, God rest his soul, was my DJ. So he DJ'd for me. And I put him in a hotel. After he finished, he called me the next day and said, "Baba, thank you for the opportunity. I'll see you around." And a couple of hours later, I heard he killed himself.
What?
Yes. He poisoned himself. He said he had issues with his wife or something. And that just broke me. This is something I just shook hands with after the show, and I thanked him because he performed. People know that DJ XG, he killed himself. So now, to go back to your question, I think communication. We need to talk to men. We need to open up. Men don't open up because sometimes you open up, they say, be a man. Aren't you a man? But see, we go through emotions as well. We suffer. Everything we have is valid. But there's only one way you have to communicate and find a solution to it. If you don't talk to it, how do you get a solution? So that's why events like this is just the first of it. And a lot of people have said, well, how are you going to pull it off? I don't know what's going to happen. I want to make it a yearly thing, but at least let me take the first step.
The first step.
To celebrate, have fun, network, enjoy. And if Father's Day comes, people don't even, it's just another day.
Right.
And I want to change that narrative. And that's why I think that with the mental health issue will change. People will come out and at least start the dialogue, start the communication of men's health, men's well-being, and men's,
men just having fun.
Exactly. Celebration.
Right.
Wow. I'm looking forward to that one. What you just said, I did not know that you'd have a situation so directly, so close to you.
So close to
when she mentioned and spoke about that. We should talk more, like you said.
Yes,
if men would communicate even more.
If he had told me that he was going through it, I would have said, okay, stay in the hotel. What do you need me to do? Do you want to talk to a doctor?
Make you feel better?
But he just held everything. But he performed very well the previous day.
He performed well.
Oh my God, he killed the show.
Because it's the irony of it all is when it comes to professionalism, men know how to separate it. They try not to blur that line. They keep their professional life professional and they keep their personal life personal.
It's the hustle is real.
Because you're not emotional when it comes to when you have to do what you need to do. It's interesting, and I'm glad that you are doing this.
Yes.
Let's talk about when you came back into Nigeria. What made you come back here?
I guess because I was born here. I don't know, there's a spiritual connection for me.
Okay.
And my biggest fan base has always been in Nigeria. I have a lot in the diaspora as well, but Nigerians always have this love and appreciation for the fact that when I did my music, it was almost like our song.
Right.
You gave us a song, so. And I also have, family here as well, and I wanted to do my own part.
Okay.
So I moved back I'm back and forth, because for somebody like me, you can't say I live in a certain, you can't say Davido lives in Nigeria permanently. He's always on the go. So I'm here, I'm in Washington, and I decided to come back just for the fact that, I was born here, I have friends and family here as well.
Okay, fantastic.
It is, looking at the global, the way Afrobeat is now relevant globally, did you ever think, when you started, when you were there, when you were putting up these shows and all these things, did you ever think that such a day would come like this, when we will be nominated for global awards, celebrated so much. People would think about, American artists would think about wanting to do collaborations with African artists.
I always knew it. Because even when I talk to my friends like Paul Dairo, LD, Style Plus, we always knew because we have the talent. Talent has never been a question, from Fela to Shina Peters to Femi Kuti to Lagbaja. The talented people, multiple instruments we play. So talent was never the question, it was the fact of giving the opportunity and the platform. Nowadays you have internet, you have the platform. If you release a song today, you can hear it in LA, in Nigeria, so that is one of the added value to it. So I always knew it, and that's why we never gave up. We did it with passion because we knew the bigger picture. And even with kids now, like Rema and all of them, they're doing it because somebody's going to come after them that's going to take it to the next level. And that's the way it is. If you ask Rema, he's going to tell you that I'm just getting started. Or even Davido or Wizkid. They just somebody's going to come in. Look at when D'banj and what they did. Wizkid took it to the next level. And then Davido, Rema, Ira Star, Thames. So I always knew it would get there. It was just starting. We're just starting and getting started. Yes.
Thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
so much.
And, we want to give you your flowers, being there, one of the OGs that have done it.
Yes.
And I know you're happy seeing how everything is happening now.
Yes, I am.
But Sunday, we will be
let
there.
me say real quick, I want to thank Lagos State government. They were the first to jump on this subdivision. Lagos State Culture and Tourism, they love the idea. Lagos State Lottery and Gaming, they love the idea. They're on board. They're going to be there. The whole idea is just to celebrate men and also make sure that fathers are giving their flowers as well. So I want to thank and Lord's Gin.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
I wish you'd have like flowers, like rose flowers at the entrance. So each man gets a flower.
I'm not giving you flower.
Mike, you get a flower.
No, I'm not.
You get a flower.
We have something here for you if you don't mind. Well, let's head over to the kitchen for our breakfast. Maybe we can take a look at it if you don't mind.
Okay.
Send the way to a man's house.
And then we'll see you do that move.
Please, let's.
We want to see you do that move. Yeah, you do that move.
Hey,
yeah, you have to. Okay, let's give us that move.
Is that what you're performing to? Please tell us what you're performing. You should perform to.
Just nice one. Nice
we'll pay. Just give us that move. That the entrance move.
Exactly.
Nice one.
Every night I think of you.
Well.
Every day I think of you.
This.
I think of you. Hey, so I'm here, I'm back, taking that no chicken, no smoke. Think it's so that I'm an African man. I be have I jumped?
No, you're doing it well.
Nice to know you.
You're doing it well.
Nice to meet ya. What's your name?
Doing it well.
Kilo me. What's your name? Say what?
Auntie
Jenny.
Don't let Shafi see you.
We should shoot the videos. All right. Okay. So Sheyi is here. He's just going to take a look at it and just tell me what he thinks about the look.
What is this?
Chef Wumi put this together.
So I make chicken fajita quesadilla.
Okay, quesadilla. Okay, wow.
Wonderful.
Is it spicy?
No, it is not.
What's in there?
I have bell peppers and chicken.
No eggs?
Then cheese, no egg.
Okay.
All right. Wonderful. Sheyi has taken a look at it. And thank you once again for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We're looking forward to Sunday. And hopefully to be a great one.
Are women invited too?
Because
there's no men without women.
No, obviously, the whole family.
Okay.
You know,
that's it. So it's not just men.
Yeah, no, women bring your husband,
your
children, bring everybody come.
Your brothers.
Let's have fun.
Wonderful.
It's a free show, free event.
Lovely.
Register at the gate or register online at kingsandculture.com. Thanks, Lagos State Government, Lagos State Culture and Tourism and Lottery and Commission. They have been so supportive.
All right,
fantastic.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right,
it has been a fantastic show today. And of course, we still have Gemma Ofili and the Gem So Bad, and they'll be taking us out in a bit. Ready for us, ladies?
All right, bye-bye. We'll see you on Monday. All right, take it away.
My name is Xavier Masi. They call me Saviola, and I'm from Akwa Ibom. And I'm an artist, a muralist. My journey started from when I was in school, studying at Yaba Tech, studying civil engineering, to be an architecture. So it all started from then, and I grew in the whole process. Self-taught artist, and just trying to find my way to always deliver.
I love you, Nigeria. I love you, Nigeria. Accountable Nigeria. Take care of Nigeria.
With the strong passion I have for art and all that, gives me more drive to just keep pushing every day by day. And art has always been my means of survival. Pays my bread for my bread, takes care of my bills and stuff. And I just keep learning every day, improving, creating every day, and regardless of what challenge and opportunities I have in front of me.